Even though it could help the city, Appleton's mayor is speaking out against a portion of Governor Walker's budget proposal. The part we're talking about is the plan to end residency requirements for public workers. Now, the governor argues that municipalities shouldn't be able to tell their employees where to live. The Wisconsin League of Municipalities says the plan would affect workers in more than 120 communities in the state. And Appleton and Green Bay are among those area cities where the department heads say that they are required to live in the city.
Of course, a lot of other cities in the state in that same situation, but Appleton's mayor says that decision is really none of the state's business. Tim Hanna says it should be a local decision. Fox 11's Chad Doran has both sides.
The city of Appleton has had some form of residency requirement for city employees since 1965. But currently, the only city employees required to live in Appleton are department heads.
Council made it pretty darn clear. We think it's important that the top paid people who work for the city, that they live in the city.
But it's a rule Hanna doesn't like.
It limits our the market that we're going after.
The residency rule is one reason why the city has had trouble filling its Director of Information Technology position. The job has been open for more than 2 years. Now Governor Walker wants to do away with the requirements statewide.
It's one of those where in the end, much as we've done with the changes we've made in terms of collective bargaining, where hiring and firing can be based on merit and ultimately pay based on performance, is another example where people can be hired based on their merit, not just on where they reside.
While Hanna says he doesn't think residency requirements are necessary for Appleton, he also says he's not a big fan of the governor's one-size-fits-all approach.
The governor and the legislature, they don't know what's best for us. When is it going to stop? This erosion of our ability to govern ourselves.
Earlier this month, Green Bay's City Council debated a residency waiver for its new police chief, Tom Molitor. Molitor told the council he wanted the position, but was not willing to move from Abrams into the city. He was eventually granted a waiver, one that would no longer be necessary if the legislature sides with Governor Walker, one budget provision Hanna doesn't want to see forced on the city.
This is going to throw a little wrench into our plans, but it's not going to stop us from moving forward.
In Appleton, Chad Doran, Fox 11 News.
The League of Wisconsin Municipalities says it is surveying more than 600 communities and will take an official position on the proposal in a few weeks.